Particularly this gets me. Yeah, I know it'll get me in trouble for jumping here. The transgender stuff. I realize people want to be accepted, and I realize there are people out there who think that this is a legit issue. Having the federal government impose one size fits all on everyone just breeds resentment. There's a story out today. There are about half the states allow transgender athletes to participate. Half the states do not. You know where the tell is in a lot of this? The tell is it's always boys who transition to girls. You don't really often hear about girls transitioning to boys and wanting to be on the boys' teams. It's boys who can't cut it on the boys' teams who decide they're girls and then outclass all the girls. And yes, there are studies that show it's no big deal, but there are a lot of studies that show otherwise. But the proof is in the fact that how often do you hear stories of girls transitioning to become boys playing on the boys' teams? Rarely does that happen. It's always the other way. And if you think it's legit, if you think it's fine, go live in a state or a community that is accepting. Imposing this on every single other person, this is not the same thing as the civil rights era. We have not fought a war to free you from slavery so that your kid can be on a sports team. It is not the same thing. I realize that there are a lot of intellectual, progressive black voices out there who buy that argument, but my black friends really pisses them off to hear the equating this with what they went through in this country. And it is amazing to me that we are at this point in this country where the federal government, despite a whole lot of science saying otherwise, has decided that they're gonna impose the will of a very small minority of people on the entire country. And here we go. You got a lot of the exact same people saying the government should be driving people out of business because they're not compliant, they're not wearing masks. Folks, you don't have to shop there. You can send your kid to a school that's more accepting. At some point, you got to let other people live their life.